The other movie that I want to show you has to deal with Neptune coming direct. Now, Neptune is going to stop, and then it will come direct here in the late middle of the month, right? It comes direct on the 18th. And so Neptune, when it stops and it goes direct, makes things very confusing. And already that Saturn squaring it, that's going to add to more of the mystical energy, but also kind of the storm that's brewing. And I wanted to just show this video about how this month, even though it is taking us into places, it is a very powerful storm that we are coming really into. And, you know, I think it's very important to really pay attention to it. Now, there's also a lot of water, right? We got the Sun in Scorpio, which is going on during this direct motion. This is definitely a time now where Saturn as well is in the middle of this. I mean, if you look at this storm, I mean, this is really what Neptune is. Whenever it hits anything in your chart, it is extremely all over the place. There is no such thing as a straight line. There is no such thing as it going to plan right. In many ways, this is our coordinates and our maps or our GPS systems not really working, and the tides of our life taking us a little bit all over the place. And with Neptune coming direct, there is going to be that aspect that's really coming to us on the 18th, especially right before the Saturn-Neptune square, which happens on the 26th. So I'd prepare this month that even though it's positive, that it's going to feel all over the place. It's going to feel internally sensitive. Neptune is coming direct. There is going to be a lot of change, though. Now that the nodes officially come into mutable signs with the Saturn-Neptune square, with Neptune coming direct, I mean, we are talking about ultimate, pow of a storm brewing in our life to take us somewhere. And wherever it's taking us, it's not that it's going to be a bumpy ride, but it's going to be a very emotional, a very, there is some sort of competition with people in how we deal with these storms. I'm going to be honest. This is a new moon in Scorpio, which let's do the astrology of that new moon, which is going to happen right before this on November 11th. That's going to kind of set us up. So let's look at the new moon on November 11th. And let's see. The new moon is going to happen at 19 degrees of Scorpio. Now, this one is going to be very interesting. It's going to have Mars at the 29th degree of Virgo. The 29th degree is always a very kind of extreme degree. There's kind of this edge, especially in Virgo. It's wanting to get things done, figure things out. So this first week in November with Mercury, in Scorpio, a new moon happening, the first 10, 11 days that are coming in here to November, there's a lot of wanting to need to know and take action and go for it. This is right before the nodes are changing. There's this kind of leap of like, well, where's this going? And then not realize that we're jumping into a multi-dimensional kind of storm, that it's like very destined that we're all going into these new places in our life that we are kind of entering in wanting to know, but yet not being revealed it exactly. A new moon in Scorpio as well, I'm just going to be honest with you, wants to know. It is making a quincunx to Uranus, which is like, there's this element of surprise, there's this element of trying to figure it out and maybe not able to. This month is not really, it's weird. It reveals all the information that you need, but you don't know why it's taking you there. You don't know how it's going to be. There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of sensitivity. It's not a very clear energy, but we want that clarity so bad with the new moon in Scorpio, with Mercury close by. And I think the lesson about this month in a whole is ride this storm wave, because it's taking you to relationships and places that are here to heal you and build you a whole new life that's going to feel like you never really thought you could have ever reached, but you finally do, You finally reach this place like, wow, I didn't think I could ever finally get here, and I'm here now. I think that 2015 was one of the roughest years we've all dealt with, to be honest with you, and I truly believe that this is a very healing month towards it. But man, it's this one's all about learning to navigate the seas. This one's all about learning to go with the flow. This one's, especially once the sun comes into Sagittarius, this is going to be a month where things are really all over the place. Because once that sun comes into Sagittarius, we're coming into where this month is also as well the sun, which is coming into a conjunction with Saturn. Well, it squares Neptune. That's going to be November 29th. The end of this month is very serious about making an understanding of where we're going in our life and making big decisions, yet there's confusion towards it. There's confusion on these decisions, but we know we're building this life somehow. And how is this all going to go? Why did the universe take me here? And there's a part of ourselves that are going to have to, I think, really wait and see and be revealed. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be scary. It's going to be, it's going to be all over the place. But it is going to be beautiful. It is going to be very magical. And I do have one more clip to show everyone.